So I got another little celebrity story that I wanted to, talk about just to mark the time. And that is, of course, the ongoing trial of Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, man.
Who did the most Gwyneth Paltrow crime ever, which is she ran over someone on a ski slope and then basically said, sorry, hun, I'll have my people call your people, and then just kept going, allegedly.
The hit and run on a ski slope?
Hit and run on a Utah ski slope. It's like, boy, you couldn't write that.
The whitest thing I've ever heard.
Really? Deeply so.
This is mere weeks after that interview where she's like, I just eat bone broth.
Yes. Well,
and bird seed.
Yeah, I sit on the ledge of a concrete bath and
and I detox.
Eat birdseed and bathe myself. I am actually a bird.
I detox from thinking about donuts. But I heard the guy wasn't he like half blind too?
Oh no.
Oh, she kind of grievously injured him a bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. Like I said, and then she just kept going. That's my favorite part. And her excuse was she was like, my kids were down the mountain. And it's like, yeah, but they're like 15 and 16.
They're fine.
They're fine. You damaged a man's brain.
Yeah.
You should probably hang around at least till the cops get there. But
vacations.
So she's trying to do a little bit of character rehab, and so she was on the Art of Being Well podcast last week, and the host, Dr. Will Cole, asked her to name the weirdest wellness thing that she has done.
I have used ozone therapy rectally.
I do know this about you.
It's pretty weird.
It's pretty weird. Yeah.
But it's been very helpful.
Yeah. Ozone, O3, also known as smog. Having a tube right up there, filling her body like Harlan Williams on the cover of Rocket Man. So, I looked this up. According to ozone therapy website, Dr. Ozone. Let's see.
Ozone.
Yeah, Dr. Ozone. It's not like they're selling this.
Fake.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is
absolutely
absolutely
a legitimate doctor.
He's absolutely a guy with a hose just being like, let me shove a hose in you, huh?
Booty.
Yeah, it's only $300 an hour.
Am I a real doctor? I wouldn't have this vanity plate that says Dr. Ozone if I wasn't.
Yeah, now bend over. So
all types of crazy celebrities, I give them the rectal ozone treatment. All types. John Goodman.
That's how he got thin. The ozone goes in, the fat goes out. It makes sense. It's science. Shut up.
Macaulay Culkin. Katie Lang.
All the Culkins, actually.
A lot of people from the 90s, I'm finding.
Ronald McDonald, Bill Clinton.
The guy who was the
90s,
Arsenio Hall.
Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, Tracy Chapman. They all can't get enough of Dr. Ozone. They have him in there.
Hadaway, the band No Mercy. They're
the
all
two guys who did the Macarena song.
Los Del Rio, they were here last week.
They get the ozone treatment.
98 degrees.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Welcome to my apartment.
So they advertise the administration of medical grade ozone directly into the colon via the rectum.
Medical grade.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I looked that up. I was like, medical grade, huh? And it turns out the only medical use for ozone is sanitizing like scalpels and shit. It's not a thing that humans use. It's not for us.
Internal use.
Yeah,
not for internal use.
Not recommended for internal use, especially in that particular way.
Recommended for blowing leaves.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like that Gwyneth Paltrow's like, it's been pretty weird, but it's helpful. And you're like, how though?
How? What did it do?
She does not expand on that comment.
No, it's been helpful.
So the goal of the therapy is to boost oxygen efficiency. And it's like, that's your body though, does that.
It does.
It just on its own.
It does.
Yeah, your oxygen efficiency is at its maximum operating power. You know, I know because you're alive. That's how I know.
Parachuting oxygen seems that might help.
Turn me into a balloon, Daddy. A smog balloon.
Is if you like butt chug vodka, don't you get drunker?
Yes.
Yeah,
is that the thing?
I think so because it gets absorbed quicker
into the bloodstream. So maybe that's the idea.
Yeah.
It's like,
that probably is
Well,
the
I think
idea.
that's the idea, but like alcohol is a thing your body processes. Ozone isn't. So,
I mean, who knows?
I mean,
Maybe it is. I don't know. I am not a scientist.
Rivers, you got to try it.
yeah.
you asked Dr. Ozone.
Well, she's got some other products I'm going to run down, and we'll see which one sounds the
They're all
best to you.
goopy stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk goop.
Yes.
It's not a thing. It's a thing that gets referenced all the time because it is constantly hilarious. But I've never just gone through and just seen a big list of all of the goop things. And today's the day, y'all. So let's run down some goop
God.
stuff. Goop, by the way, founded in 2008. She was talking to Peter Arnell, who is a marketing guy, and he said that anything with double vowels it'll sell.
That's how they landed on Goop.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Goop.
Google too I bet
I'm
Google
now
is his
dumber.
example.
I was going to say, Candice,
Having heard this.
Candice shot me the worst look when I explained that.
Yeah, I just.
Better than Geep, I guess.
Deep.
Poor.
So, I'm just going to run down this list. Tell me if any of these things sound interesting, something you might want to have done. In 2016, Gwyneth Paltrow recommended an acupuncture method that uses live bees instead of needles.
I remember that.
The Wicker Man treatment?
God, not the bees!
It's actually good for you.
So she says that she's been
You don't go
using...
into anaphylactic shock. You get it cleanses your.
If you don't die, you'll have a nice glow.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up because it absolutely did kill a 55-year-old woman in Spain a couple of years after she recommended it. And that's what I want to say up top.
It's natural.
Right, yeah.
It's organic.
We're not just saying this to pick on Gwyneth Paltrow. Like, there are bodies that are in the ground because of this type of shit. So
There is blood on her snow mittens.
yeah.
She's not averse to killing people, guys.
Absolutely not.
But it's also like if you agree, if you're like, I'll be attacked by bees. Gwyneth Paltrow said it was good for me. It was like you kind of
You have to take
deserve it.
personal responsibility in that you're
Yes.
allergic to bees.
Right,
yeah.
You should know this about yourself.
Also, just don't do that.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Why? Does it sound like a bad idea?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just do that, though? Because Gwyneth says that it helps get rid of inflammation. It's like, it seems like it would give you a lot more inflammation.
Cause
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. It helped her.
When your face looks like an elephant man, you're not concerned about your swollen ankles anymore.
That's true. She says that it made an old injury of hers disappear, but did not get specific about what that
Again,
meant.
very, very vague.
Right,
Very
right.
vague,
yeah.
yeah.
I dislocated my toe in 1996 and it fixed it. So on the speaker list for the second In Goop Health Summit in 2018, which that is infuriating, was Dr. Kelly Brogan, who was known for claiming that AIDS is all a big scam to sell expensive medicine and that the medicine is actually what kills AIDS patients.
The whole thing's very anti-vaxxy, right? Like
Fuck
the whole,
yeah.
all the goopy stuff is.
She is the least vaxxed human on the planet.
Gwyneth or this doctor? Gwyneth?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
probably this doctor is second because she is now a full-on alt-right anti-COVID person, for optics.
Yeah.
Because Gwyneth wants to keep her Pepper Potts job at Marvel.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not getting asked back to the conference, but that's,
Yeah, yeah.
VH1, where are they now?
She wants to be around in the case Shallow Hal 2 goes into production.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cut to now, this lady is absolutely, one step removed from having the full bison hat and storming the Capitol. So here's some of her Goop endorsements. Get these out of the way because these are the famous ones: the jade egg and the quartz egg.
Oh, yes, the yoni egg.
Yes, the yoni eggs,
Yes.
exactly. Which I just liked that the instructions on the website. These are eggs that you were supposed to, if you're a lady, insert these into yourself and I guess do Kegels with them or something like that. And it
Yes.
gives you, aligns your chakras or something. You're supposed to, they come pre-drilled with like a thing all the way through them. And
For
you're,
a string, yeah.
it says you're supposed to put in like unwaxed dental floss to be able to like remove them effectively.
Sure.
But I just like it says clean your egg after use and before using again, keep it on or in a space that is sacred to you or has good vibes.
The fridge.
Yeah, Yeah.
Mine's in my French onion bread bowl.
Yeah, there we go.
Fresh onion, Red Bull, Red Bull.
Yeah.
Mine in an old Crown Royal bag.
next to my pipe and my couple of lighters.
She has listed on Goop something called POJ Studio Japanese Incense Making Kit. And so it's a way to make your own incense. And it's $52. And it comes with a mortar and pestle. And you're supposed to grind together like fucking essential oils and like leaves and shit. And I'm like, I looked it up. Basically, a lifetime supply of Nag Champa is about $300. So you could have enough incense to
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
How much incense is that per day?
I mean, you know.
Because I use like 10.
You burn a lot of incense sticks?
Because I'd be blowing up the bathroom.
I got to play the sitar today.
I leave evil in my bathroom, so yeah, I need it purified with incense.
Dude, I
You
hate
need an exorcist.
I hate going into smoke shops that sell incense. They smell so fucking
It's
horrible.
potent.
Everything.
It's very
If you
potent.
buy something in there, if you buy like a bag of chips, the
It
bag
leaves
smells
smelling like
yeah,
jasmine.
It's gross.
It just smells like the days before you could legally buy weed. It's like, wait, you don't have to cover up this smell anymore.
So she has something on there called Inner Judge Flower Essence Blend for $22, a purifying floral and essential oil blend that assists in the clearing of guilt, shame, self-criticism, and blame. And it should be dropped on the tongue every 5 to 15 minutes to help prevent shame spirals.
That's a lot.
She needed a lot of that stuff after the reviews
Yeah.
came in from View from the Top.
No. So
After she ran over that guy on the ski slope.
yeah.
She's chugging him.
She's
chugging
it's a
that,
5-hour energy.
so much shame.
So much self-criticism.
This grace-filled formula shows us how to forgive ourselves and others while enhancing equanimity and peace. So that's a claim on there.
Yep.
Sure. It's one of those things where if you spend enough money on that and then you drink it, you're like, yeah, I guess I kind of feel, yeah, you know what? I don't feel like I'm being self-critical right now.
Yeah. I didn't spend money on dumb stuff.
The sound of someone convincing themselves that they didn't get scammed is, yeah.
The worse the scam, the higher the pitch. No.
You can hear it from space.
She has something called Glacé Crystal Elixir Water Bottle. So this is like a Nalgene bottle, but it has an obelisk of rose quartz like in the bottom of it, so you can charge your water with crystals.
I mean, I would drink out of that.
Would you?
Absolutely.
I mean,
For $80.
I love crystals. I wouldn't pay that. I mean, it depends. What does it do? I need to know what it does.
It says that drinking rose quartz is helpful in enhancing communication and has the ability to make surrounding environments feel open and safe. So it's like holding up a cross when you're getting into a nest of vampires. You're just making, you know, you just go around and your whole body emanates safety.
I'm gonna be honest. That description sounds the exact same as having a couple beers.
Makes me feel safe.
I'm gonna say the first part, and then you read the sentence. Having a couple beers is
helpful in enhancing communication and has the ability to make surrounding environments feel open and safe.
That is liquor.
Yeah, but what if you got a beer and poured it into
Say rose quartz.
rose quartz? Get yourself a rose quartz fondue going with that beer.
Do they make rose quartz kegs?
Rose quartz keg stand.
They did have a glass straw with rose quartz like surrounding
I
it,
believe
so
it.
you could like put it in your fast food.
I
You go to
believe it.
KFC and get a Mountain Dew.
Right,
Just
like you're defeating the
stick the
never mind.
rose quartz in the Mountain Dew. They have a jellyfish aquarium for $3,000. You know,
I love jellyfish.
I mean, I do
So
too,
I'm
but
like,
I also love not spending $3,000 if I don't have to.
but that sounds like what you would have to spend on an
How big is
aquarium and with
Yeah.
jellyfish in it.
Yeah.
How big is this aquarium?
It looks to be about like 5 feet tall. Maybe
Yeah, aquariums are just
yeah.
expensive, right? Like I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
that's-
big.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
seems odd that they would sell it on Goop, but like
It is
jellyfish
weird.
aquarium is the most usable thing.
yeah,
I was like, well,
absolutely.
it is what it says.
That
It's
is
jellyfish.
weird,
Yeah,
This
it's weird they sell it on Goop though.
This might be the most useless item I've ever heard. The Batard bread lamp. So it's $210. The bread lamp is made out of a real 13-inch loaf of bread.
What?
The bread.
But the bread lamp is made out of bread?
The bread is hollowed out, poked through with holes, and then extensively coated in resin to avoid insects from eating it. And it has an LED light inside.
So that's just an art piece.
So it's
an
a-
absolute. If you went
when you said bread lamp, I was like, it's like a heat lamp that keeps your bread warm or something.
Nope.
It's not like a loaf of bread that serves as a lamp.
It's a loaf
Do
of
you
bread.
think Gwyneth Paltrow hasn't eaten bread in 20
That's
years?
what I
She's
was
so
gonna
obsessed
say,
with bread that she's like, you can bread is so much better for other things besides eating.
If you just look at it.
Well, it's like a way to fight temptation.
You can make it's immersion therapy. It's like you can make a car out of bread, but you don't have to eat it.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I will have temptation at my bedside.
Yeah.
Lighting
if you read
me.
a book by it, it's just the same as eating
It
it.
takes its power.
Yeah.
The thing that's trying to conquer me, gluten, I take its power and use it as a reading light.
I've thought about having a Triscuit the other day, and then I had ozone rectal therapy, and I felt a lot better.
Oh, well, she's also got
Triscuits are delicious.
she's also
They
got
are.
coffee rectal therapy. So
Famous.
she sells
Oh, yeah.
Famous for definitely working.
Yeah,
Coffee
I've heard of the
enema.
Coffee enemas, yeah.
Yep. And then this one, Devi Steam Seat. So for $75, the manufacturer boasts that this seat is handcrafted from Baltic birchwood.
Victorian torture chambers is her house.
So this is her quote. The real golden ticket here is the Mugwort V-Steam. You sit on what is essentially a mini throne, and a combination of infrared and mugwort
I've done
herbal steam
Have you?
cleans your uterus.
I've done this.
Have you really?
Yes,
Okay.
at a Korean spa. They do it at all the spas.
Really? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, right
Sarah
on.
Tiana swears that this helped her get pregnant. She was unable. She
shit.
was trying to get pregnant, couldn't get pregnant, and then she did a V-steam with Whitney, and she got pregnant.
Okay.
Like, what does it do? Is it like a...
It's like a detox for your uterus, like your uterine lining. So
Okay.
yeah. So if it does anything, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but it felt nice.
Okay.
It's just nice and warm and steamy down
Yeah.
there, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
Most
See,
of
that's
all of her products just involve sticking stuff in your ass or
inside,
vagina.
inside of orifices.
Yeah.
Yes.
she's a big orifice girl.
You take this rose quartz and shove this up your.
I got a rose quartz straw in my mouth, and I'll tell you about downstairs now.
You know, it's like my friend John brought up an interesting thing where it's like in the future they're going to just like with AI is going to be able to take like phrases out of the podcast and just repurpose them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so far like the "You Go Girl" tasted really bad and "She's an orifice girl" are going to be definitely taken out of this
I was
one.
going to say that's my new ringtone when you call. She's an orifice, girl.
Okay, so I've purchased AI software that can replicate voices.
Oh shit!
So
really?
Rivers, if you can get me 5 minutes of audio of you, Carter, and then me, I can AI replicate all our voices.
I can have us canceled by tonight.
we could do a whole AI podcast.
Oh god!
Oh dear.
Shit! April Fool's is coming up. We might might have to drop one. Well, there's 10 years of me talking, so
Yeah, it
should
won't be hard to find.
easily accessible. my only point with that one, despite you went to a spa, so there's
Yes.
professionals administering it. Hers is for at home.
Yeah, I've
And
seen some of those too, yeah.
and a lady in 2019 got 2nd-degree burns in Canada trying to do that at home. So if you're gonna do that, please go to a spa.
How's that more dangerous than the jellyfish emporium?
Well, you're not sitting in the jellyfish,
Right.
You're,
It's strongly suggested but not encouraged
Yeah.
that you play with the jellyfish.
Yeah, you'll start thinking about it over
The
after a while.
jellyfish facial.
Yeah,
If you want them to be lonely, that's fine.
yeah. Look, why
If
should
you don't think that they are creatures deserving of love, that's fine. You don't have to jump in there.
why should the bees have all the fun?
They just want to kiss you
Yeah.
with their stingers.
I love this one. Body Vibe stickers. So this is genius. I wish I had thought of this. I'm always looking for
Yeah.
the scam. This is the scam. So these range from $60 to $120 per pack, and they're stickers that you put on your body. There's one for focus. There's one for endurance.
What
one
is
for
in these
anxiety.
stickers?
So
They're like essential oils again. in the stickers, or-
I'm so happy you asked. The site claims that the stickers rebalance the energy frequency in our bodies because they are made from
Copper?
the same conductive carbon that NASA uses.
Oh,
And so NASA had to come in and be like,
NASA's making stickers now.
yeah, well,
They're a sticker department over in NASA.
NASA specifically had to come in and be like, number one,
We
stop
don't do
using
that.
our name.
Yeah, we didn't.
Second of all,
endorse this.
we don't use conductive carbon in our spacesuits. That's
hilarious.
paint is what you're talking about there.
Hilarious.
So NASA actually had to shut them down.
Hilarious.
And then the last one, and this I save for last because it is also like the perfect grift for like new agey idiots. This is called Plant Wave. So it's a
new kind of music, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is actually.
like
Oh, because the music that comes from the plants.
Exactly.
Yes, I know about this. I follow a guy with mushrooms on Instagram.
So
Yeah.
for $300, so this is the guy who created it. His name is Joe Patitucci. He says, I started making plant music in 2012 as a personal exploration of where creativity comes from. Could the energy that inspires a plant to grow be the same energy that inspires humans to create art? So this is a radio that's got these like sensors on it, and he claims
I've seen
that
these, yeah.
when you hook it up to different plants, it reads their frequencies and plays music, which is might sound ridiculous until you hear, because the plants are somehow harmonizing with chords and sort of percussion noises, which is not a thing that anybody but humans does. So
Well, music's built around like the rhythm of a human heartbeat. So
sure, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy has a bunch of plants in his studio, and he's got them hooked up to what looks like.
Oh, wait, I've seen this before.
It looks like EKG, kind of readers or whatever, and he claims that this is making the music that you're hearing, the plants. So, and of course, this
His
is
roommate's in the other room, like with a keyboard.
Yeah.
no, he just recorded all this bullshit in 2012, like he said, and now it's got
In 2012, and it's just now like getting.
Well, that's what. So he says
Dude's had 11 years.
No, his quote is like, I started making plant music in 2012. So in 2012, he was just like, I wonder what this, chrysanthemum would do if it could jam, man.
This chrysanthemum slaps.
Yeah.
This chrysanthemum seems damaged. With a story
Really
to tell.
emo.
Yeah. You haven't heard dubstep till you've heard succulent dubstep. So he starts making all this shit, and then cut to now he's got a radio that like supposedly plays all this stuff. It's like, dude, this is just shit he recorded that's been loaded into a radio. The sensors are unnecessary to the equation. It would play anything at any time. But anyway, so my favorite, the commercial shows people on a picnic, and they've got the radio hooked up to blades of grass, and they're just like sitting there like eating their food at the picnic, and they're like grooving out to what the grass is doing.
Plant Wave turns a plant's biorhythms into music. Just attach 2 sensors to a plant's leaves, and Plant Wave connects wirelessly to an iOS or Android device running our app. The app has instruments we've built for plants to play. The result is a continuous stream of pleasing music that gives you a sonic window into the secret life of plants.
Hilarious.
Anyway,
This is pinecone klezmer music. Look, the pinecone singing happy birthday.
I liked that one because no one got grievously injured or died, but it's just funny that some
From that one.
some hippie music guy is just like, wait a minute, man, I got a great idea. What if they thought that my shitty music was coming from plants?
Well,
Blame it on the plants.
there's also scorpion socks. They're great.
Oh yeah.
It's just a sock full of angry scorpions.
Oh, well, and they also make socks for scorpions too.
Yeah,
They got both.
They're
It's
little
either
tiny
or.
little socks. Yeah.
Yeah.